One of my favorite flowers is the sweet pea. It's whimsical and welcoming with a mind all its own. Marryn Mathis is the founder of Farmhouse Flower Farm, a 10-acre family-run farm in Stanwood, Washington. And her new book, just out today, is called The Sweet Pea School. And it's all about growing and arranging the garden's most romantic blooms. She joins me now. Welcome.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you for having me.
It's so beautiful, right? You're surrounded by them all the time, which we're going to talk about on your farm. But you've been named the Sweet Pea Queen. Why sweet peas?
Well, sweet peas are such a nostalgic flower for so many people. And for me, it started when I was a child. My grandmother loved them. And so when I left corporate America and became a flower farmer, it was the first seed that I put in the dirt. And it's just been a love affair since that very first season.
So were you sure that you wanted that was going to be the flower, or you just thought I'd try this and see?
I wasn't sure. When I first started, I wanted to grow everything. But it was that full circle moment when I saw them bloom for the first time that I understood what she was talking about all those years ago. Yeah.
What a beautiful memory.
Yeah, it's a
that you brought to reality.
Yes,
you should say.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for those of us living here in the PNW, you say this is the time.
Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Now
and
is
you're
the
going
time.
to show me how we get started from planting.
Yeah. You ready to get your hands dirty?
I am.
Alrighty.
I am.
So we've got a packet of seeds here.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and open it.
And these are from your farm?
These are from my farm.
Okay.
So we sell all of our seeds and dahlia tubers online on our website. Okay. So if you guys are looking for sweet peas, we got you covered.
Place.
Yep. So they're really easy to do. I just take a pen and I put a 1-inch deep hole. So we're just going to go down the row here.
Is this a certain kind of soil?
I use Pro Mix, but you can use anything that you really have on hand. You can use potting soil. Anything that you have available at your local garden center will work just fine.
And you want to use these little, the trays with the tiny,
So I use, because we grow over 45,000 plants, so I use seed trays.
What kind of pen do you have? That's amazing.
But you can use a 4-inch pot. You can use whatever you have available. So that's the beauty of sweet peas. They're just really versatile. Okay. So we're going to take our seeds here.
Oops. Don't mind those. I might need a second pack. I dropped a few.
And then we're just going to do 1 seed per hole. Okay. We'll just go down the way.
So if you were doing that little bigger container, the 4-inch pot, would you do a few?
I would do at least 3.
Okay.
Yeah, in each one.
So you'll keep these in the house?
Yep, so you'll want to make sure that they get enough light. So we'll cover them up, we'll give them a good drink, and then within 10 to 14 days, you should see germination. So you can put them in your kitchen windowsill, under grow lights, whatever you have.
From the beginning?
Yes, from the very beginning.
And when you say a good drink, could you be more specific for me?
You want to give them a really good water so that the water really absorbs in, because the water is what's going to make the seed germinate.
And do I just need to do that once in the 10-day period, or
you're going to want to do it probably a couple times?
Okay.
Yeah, just so you want to make sure your soil doesn't dry out.
Keep the soil moist.
Yes.
Not too much. Okay, and leave them in your house. Windowsill's great.
Yep.
Some sunlight.
Yep.
Okay, and then you said this is our next step, right?
Yep.
This is what will happen next.
As soon as your seedlings look like this, you want to put them outside. And a really common misconception with sweet peas is that they like it warm, and that's human nature to nurture your plants, right? But sweet peas actually do better when it's cold. So that's why here in the PNW, we have the perfect environment for growing sweet peas.
So right now, even with the rain and the cold, in 10 to 14 days when they come up like this, like little shoots, how cute that is.
I know, aren't they cute?
I can put the flat outside just like that.
Yep.
And then what?
And grow them cold. And they will just grow and continue to bloom, and
they want some sunshine, right?
They want some sunshine. Yeah, and then you're going to plant out. I usually plant mine in mid to late March. Yeah, so actually they can take a frost and a freeze. Yeah.
I don't need to bring them in?
Nope. The sweet pea flowers themselves have this reputation for being these fragile blooms, but the plants themselves are really tough. So so when they're grown cold, they're actually stronger plants than if they're not. Yeah, so plant them out. They can actually take a frost and a freeze, and then you'll start seeing flowers in late June, early July.
And then harvest from there.
Yeah.
And then this might be a silly question, but when I'm cutting, do I have to cut a certain way to preserve the plant, or do I just get one flower?
No, the beauty of sweet peas is they're what we call a cut and come again. So the more you cut them, the more they grow. So out of all of these seeds, we're going to get hundreds of flowers out of just this one tray.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can do this. Tell me about the farm. It's so beautiful.
It's truly a dream come true. So we have a 10-acre farm in Stanwood, and we grow 45,000 sweet peas. We grow dahlias, all sorts of other cut flowers. It's just a really magical place. It's just our little piece of paradise.
And I was going to ask you, do you know how many flowers? And you said you did.
Yeah.
You said it 45,000?
45,000 sweet peas. We grow 8,000 dahlias, and then we grow all of our other cut flowers that we sell for seed as well.
Did I see some cows?
Yes.
Some coos?
Highland coos.
Highland coos?
Highland coos. We have 4 Highland coos. They have their own fan club on the farm, so yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And then the harvest, of course. This is coming right when you're about to harvest, I would imagine?
Yes, so this is the first couple weeks of July. It's just a truly magical time.
Is that
for
your
us.
favorite? Is that a favorite moment?
Oh,
then?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
It's when the sweet peas are in bloom, and if you want to find me, I'm in the rows of sweet peas.
Oh, I love it. And your book just dropped, I think, today.
Yep.
Sweet Pea School.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So my love affair with sweet peas has just continued to grow and grow. And so many people have responded to my sweet peas in such an amazing way that I got so many questions that I decided to start teaching workshops in person and online. And after one of those workshops, somebody asked me, have you thought about writing a book? And here we are. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing this kind of, the joy that they bring in. It's palpable.
It is. I mean, you can't just not bury your nose in a bouquet of sweet peas.
And where can we find that book?
You can find that book anywhere books are sold. It released today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, great. And Marryn will be at Elliott Bay Book Company at 7 p.m. this evening for a book signing and Q&A, so be sure to stop by for your copy of Sweet Pea School and to ask her all your burning sweet pea questions. I can do this.